Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed.
Yeah,
We try to pack in surprising facts and just enough humor to keep you hooked.
that's in goal.
So today, we're plunging into a new TV series that's been making some serious waves. It's one of those shows, feels familiar, but then it hits you with twists that keep you absolutely hooked.
Yeah, those are the best kind.
We're talking about Dept Q, the 2025 television series. And this deep dive, well, it's built entirely on your sources, everything from the high-level overviews down to really detailed production notes and critical reception. We've boiled it all down.
And our mission here really is clear. We want to unearth the most important insights about Dept Q. We're talking its unique creative choices, how the critics reacted.
Right.
So by the end of this, you'll get a really quick grasp on exactly what makes Dept Q a standout in, let's face it, a very crowded crime drama landscape.
Okay, let's unpack this then. At its core, Dept Q is a 2025 television series, and it brings together this distinctive blend. You've got the gritty, often quite bleak, Nordic noir aesthetics.
That dark psychological depth, the complex morals.
Exactly. And it merges that with the tight, character-driven procedural stuff you often find in British crime dramas. It's a fascinating mix right from the start, don't you think?
Absolutely. And what's really fascinating, I think, is how they did that. It's an adaptation of a Danish novel series by Jussi Adler-Olsen.
Right, I know the books.
But uniquely, they've set it against the backdrop of Scotland, which, well, it's not just a change of scenery.
No, it gives it a whole different feel.
Exactly. A fresh context, a different cultural texture. It lets the show carve out its own identity while, still honoring the source material.
And at its heart, the show really digs into some big themes. Teamwork, loyalty, those tough moral calls the characters face. It mostly focuses on Department Q itself.
The cold case unit.
Yeah, this unit investigating cold cases.
Yeah.
So you get that classic detective work, but with a really deep character study woven in. That's always what grabs me.
And the way they tell the story is, well, it's pretty innovative. The show uses a nonlinear narrative.
Okay, so flashbacks and jumping timelines.
Yes, but it's not just, for show. They really artfully weave past and present. They use it for misdirection, sure, but also to slowly reveal character motivations, past traumas. It means those aha moments, when they finally land, feel really earned. Deeply satisfying, not just surprising, keeps you guessing, but intelligently.
That's part of what makes it so bingeable, right? You're constantly trying to fit the pieces together yourself.
Definitely.
And the central figure tying this all together is DCI Carl Merck, played just brilliantly by Matthew Good.
Oh, he's excellent at it.
His journey is about navigating these incredibly complex investigations, ones that pull apart human relationships, societal issues. He's also grappling with his own stuff, like redemption, community support. He's not some perfect hero detective.
Which I think makes him more relatable, more interesting.
Totally.
Now, if we look behind the camera for a sec, it's interesting. There's a distinct Australian production style noted in the sources, even though it's a Scottish adaptation of a Danish novel.
Wow, that's a real global mix.
It really is, like a melting pot of creative talent. And by the way, Travis Fimmel's performance is also getting a lot of praise.
Right, he's in it too.
Yeah, it really highlights his ability to bring depth to a character in this kind of mixed cultural setting.
Here's where I thought it got really interesting. The deliberate technical choices they made. These things really enhance the narrative complexity. I mean, they're not just telling a story, they're crafting an experience. Let's talk visuals first. The strategic use of varying aspect ratios. What's that about?
It's brilliant, actually. They literally change the shape of the screen you're watching.
Okay.
So imagine a character feels trapped, claustrophobic. Suddenly the image narrows, physically pulling you into their constrained headspace. It's subtle, but psychologically quite powerful.
Wow.
And those long take shots, you mentioned Orson Welles, like Touch of Evil, they don't just look cool. They force you, the viewer, to sit with the tension. Watch it unfold in real time, no cuts. Creates this almost uncomfortable intimacy with the characters and their situation. No easy escape.
Uncomfortable intimacy. I like that. It fits. And it's not just the visuals, is it? The sound design. The sources say it's incredibly meticulous.
Oh, completely integral. It's considered right from the script stage all the way through to the final mix.
So not just background noise.
Not at all. Every sound is designed to enhance the story, create emotional depth. Every creak, every whisper, ambient noise. It's all curated to build that specific atmosphere.
Makes sense.
And then there's the soundtrack. It features notable artists, adding another layer. The music isn't just filler. It actively reinforces the mood, the emotional weight of scenes. It's a full sensory experience, really. Shows their commitment to detail.
So we've got this carefully crafted world, these clever techniques. Let's dive into Season 1 then. It premiered May 29, 2025.
Right.
9-hour-long episodes.
Right.
And the really bold choice here, the entire season focuses on one single cold case.
Yeah, that is bold.
The mysterious 4-year-old disappearance of a former prosecutor, Merritt Lingard.
Dedicating a whole season allows for such a methodical unfolding of the narrative. You really see Merck and Akram digging into this case that everyone else has basically written off.
That's a slow burn.
But in a really compelling way. You feel like you're piecing it together with them detail by detail. You almost become part of the investigation.
And the plot development is just, wow. It starts fairly normally. You meet the characters, then bam, this massive revelation that Ailsa and her son Lyle kept Merritt confined in a hyperbaric chamber.
I know. Where does that even come from?
Exactly. For anyone listening, a hyperbaric chamber is usually for medical stuff, pressurized oxygen. Using it like that suggests something deeply unsettling. Premeditated.
It's a twist that properly pulls the rug out. Makes you question everything.
It really does. Check your basements, people.
Ha. Right. But seriously, the suspense builds so well, especially in those first 3 episodes. They lay the groundwork for the drama, the characters. Then by episode 4, it really ramps up. The procedural work, the interviews, the file reviews. It all starts leading somewhere, culminating in this really satisfying resolution to the cold case.
You feel that payoff.
You really do, both for the characters and for you watching, because you've been on that whole painstaking journey with them.
And beyond just the mystery, what really resonated with me was the team dynamic, how it evolved.
One family aspect.
Exactly, that found family motif. As they're facing all these challenges, personal, professional, pursuing justice, it adds so much emotional depth. You root for them as people, flawed and messy as they are.
That loyalty becomes key.
Definitely. So, okay, meticulous craft, compelling story.
Yeah.
How did it land? What was the reception like?
Generally very positive. The sources mention an 86% approval on Rotten Tomatoes.
Pretty good.
And a 69 out of 100 on Metacritic. Solid scores for a new show.
But not without some criticism. I heard comparisons to Slow Horses.
Yeah, that comparison definitely came up. And it's a fair question. Is it just another show about a sort of basement-dwelling detective unit?
Right, that trope.
Well, while there's that surface similarity, the execution feels different. Slow Horses has more of that spy thriller, darkly comedic edge.
Okay.
Dept Q keeps that Nordic noir psychological weight, really focuses on the cold cases themselves. So despite the comparison, the character-driven story and the strong performances seem to be what hooks people.
That makes sense.
Critics praised it. Entertainment Weekly called it thrilling, enthralling, and sublime, gave an A+ for writing, directing, casting synergy. The Guardian said the script was sharp and lean and called Matthew Good's performance the blackly shining centerpiece.
High praise.
Very. And social media seems to agree. People calling it unreal, impossible not to binge. Fans acknowledge maybe some minor pacing things, but say the balance of serious and lighter moments, and especially the characters, make it incredibly binge-worthy.
So the character depth wins out over any perceived lack of originality.
It seems so. People connect with them.
And looking ahead, is there more planned?
Good news for fans. Creator Scott Frank has indicated clear intentions for future seasons.
Excellent.
Which could mean expanding the scope, tackling more cases from Adler-Olsen's novels, maybe diving even deeper into the characters' backstories. Lots potential there.
Okay, so summing up. Dept Q seems to hit that sweet spot. You've got the unique blend of Nordic noir and British crime drama. Really deep character dives. And these innovative production choices like those aspect ratio shifts, the long takes that just pull you right into its world.
Exactly. It's more than just another crime show. It feels like an exploration of resilience, the messiness of justice, how these unexpected bonds form in dark places.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you think about originality in a familiar genre, doesn't it? Can something feel classic and new at the same time?
That's a good point. So final thought for everyone listening. Given the meticulous attention to detail in the cold cases and the real emotional depth of the characters we've talked about, what do you think makes that found family dynamic so compelling, especially within a dark, suspenseful crime series like this? Something to mull over.